Good evening, Josh.
Evening.
It is one of those lovely afternoons. Well, actually, it's nighttime now.
Yeah. It is pitch black.
There's something that's been weighing on me, and that's I want to use our mineshaft elevator a little bit more. We spent so long building that, and we haven't even used it yet.
We are running low on resources. We did all of that to get some resources, and
we didn't do any. Resource gathering is always going to be an uphill battle, but it's a battle that I'm willing to fight.
Yeah, so we should probably prepare too, because those mines are kind of brutal. I think we left because they were too brutal.
Yeah, well, let's have a good night's sleep, and then, look, we'll gear up, get a bit of armor on, maybe get some extra food, get some fish, and try and be as prepared as we can for whatever we come on in the mines.
After a long, restful night's sleep, dreaming of, well, I was in a dream where I soared through the kaleidoscopic skies on the back of a giant winged tiger. Anyway, that's not important right now. What is important, though, is that Josh and I get prepared for our adventure down in the mines, I suppose.
I've got pretty much every tool that I think I need, apart from a sword.
I see. You have some shiny pants. Oh my god!
What the hell?
A giant arachnid vaulted through the windows and engaged in a sudden and malevolent assault on Josh. Luckily, though, Josh has been practicing his judo.
Let me just
clean that up for us. Yeah, get out, he's too thick.
Now that that's taken care of, it's time to actually prepare ourselves for our little adventure. We made our way towards the storage shed, past all of the unfortunate ones burnt in the morning light, and got to work using what little materials we had left to create some armor and some defensive armaments. If such horrible creatures like that giant arachnid can spawn in the darkness of the night, what can spawn in the darkness of the caves? This thought filled us with fear, so I took our materials and split them with Josh. I was going to make us some armor and he was going to make us some weapons. And we did just that. I gave Josh a quick debriefing of the new defensive equipment.
There you go, Josh. I've crafted up some different armor attire. We've got a leather cap to protect our noggins. If we're in the caves, any loose rubble, that'll just add a bit of cushion.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, my skull's not going to get completely fractured now.
Exactly. Some leather boots as well. I don't want to get sore feet. Chainmail leggings. I was able to use. We only had a little bit of iron, and I was able to actually break it up and link it together in chains.
Keeps the legs nice and light.
Exactly. And airflow, of course. And then, of course, the iron chestplate, which is the piece de resistance.
See.
I think Josh was happy with what I made him. He didn't seem to thank me, but he didn't scold me either. But just as time flies, the time was flying. I guess that's part of the saying. And to document our adventure, he wanted to take a picture before we went down into the mines, in front of this beautiful mountain range. I stood there and smiled. Of course, now it was getting close to my bedtime and I was getting a tad bit weepy. I thought a night's sleep was in order. I'd hoped that I'd continue that dream of riding a winged tiger. But instead, I dreamt of meticulously organizing a vast collection of beige, nondescript office supplies.
Good morning, Josh! This
morning.
Image above my bed will be us today.
I see. Terrified. Going into hell.
Exactly.
Little did we know Josh's depiction of this art piece was pretty spot on. I'm sure that you can tell this is going to be no ordinary cave trip by now. This is going to be something much bigger than both of us think. But we continued on past this building that has just about as much use as a solar-powered flashlight. I don't know why we built it, but it's still there. But it was finally time to descend into the shaft.
Go down on the ladder and I'll lower this so that we can bring our resources back up.
Very good. Whoa.
Okay. Alright, you ready?
I'm ready.
As I was pulling the crank, lowering the cage, and by extension Josh down the shaft, I was filled with an overwhelming emotion. Fear and despair filled my body as I lowered Josh down, and I didn't know why. I chose to repress these feelings, however, and I didn't bring them up with Josh, although I think I should have.
In the mines, Josh, we've got some of this stuff here that, well, actually, now that we've got some better tools.
Do we know what this is?
No, it's
I marked the rest of the up. Not entirely sure what it does yet, but we have it now.
Onwards.
And I guess this is now where our, we've got the dark, dirty hole here.
Dark, dirty hole. Careful.
I was thinking we go up here, perhaps, and start digging, this way and see. And if we come across nothing, then we'll choose a different path.
Sure.
By the flickering light of the flames, we started mining forward, one block at a time, breaking each with our delicate pickaxes. Sorry, I meant arms, our delicate arms. However, after mining for a few hours and finding nothing, we decided to turn back, find somewhere else to start digging, and start digging somewhere else. And that's when I found it. A surefire sign that there was good things this way. A valuable resource. Gold.
This gold, Josh, is a valuable resource, I'm sure. we found that people like to use emeralds as a trading currency, but we're of high intellect that, you know, gold is more valuable in my humble opinion.
Thanks for your input.
In that case.
So yeah, considering there's that gold there, we didn't really branch off at all here. Keep going this way for a bit, and then we branch off to the sides.
Okay.
So after just wasting multiple hours mining into a stone wall, we decided to start mining into a different stone wall. Unlike our previous endeavor, we were gonna find something on the other side.
Oh, this is like when we found a water cave.
I don't think it's like when we found the water cave.
What is that?
It's moving. It's like the wall is moving.
It's like pulsating.
Yes, a strange ethereal pulse was coming from this wall, as well as a purple glow emitting from the cracks in the stone. It also smelt pretty bad, but of course, being the brave adventurers that we are, we broke through and decided to investigate. After all, the spruce hamlet is sitting on top of this expansive cave.
You see these bodies?
Dude,
I don't think this is safe or careful.
well, people have been here before, clearly. Oh God! What is that?
God.
A grotesque creature appeared through the crack in the earth, revealing itself to us.
It's dead.
But
Wait,
it's standing on 2 legs.
it's got tusks. It's half its skull is just rotting.
Oh.
Whatever it is, I don't think it's standing there just to say hi.
Well, considering it didn't say anything, I don't think so either. I placed my hand upon the wall in which the crack was formed and tried my best to make communication with this beast.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh!
Okay. We mean you no harm. I don't think he doesn't.
Is he letting us through?
With our shields guarding our chest, he walked past, wielding his golden sword. He seemed adamant on Josh and I going through this rift in the world. He called upon one of his friends and they tried to push Josh through. I decided that we should go in together.
Oh, it's hot.
Oh,
Where?
Josh, I need to take some clothes off.
What are they? What is
Oh
this?
my! Oceans of lava, faces in the ground. Josh, this is.
What is hanging from the ceiling? What is? It's alive.
I've heard many depictions of hell, or of a nether realm. Josh, I think this must be it.
Do you see that in the water? Is he
do
fishing?
He is.
They just live here. Oh, you can just feel the heat rising. Oh, there's another one below us. He's
Is
also
there?
fishing.
Oh wow.
Wait, do you see that ball?
Wait, that is a ball.
Stranded in this hellish landscape, across from the faces in the ground was a floating ball, a black orb, staring at us. It didn't have eyes, but we could feel its gaze. It drew us closer. Josh had his sword and shield and I drew my bow, but it appeared to be no apparent threat. It seemed to be content with just hovering there, floating around, observing us. Of course, I had to try and grab it.
Oh, you got it.
I'm not feeling too. I don't like holding it. I might put it down.
I released the orb from my grasp and watched as it floated away, leaving us to stare at this landscape around us. Trudging through this dark sand was hard, as if it was clinging onto us for hope.
What is that? It's just a...
It's like a skeletal snake with spikes on its back.
I really don't like the looks of that thing.
No, I'm getting a bit of an uneasy feeling being here, to be honest.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
Oh, it's very
Whatever
hot.
it is, I think we should leave.
I think we should as well.
Let's just
I'm
go
not
home.
Feeling too good.
Having decided to try our luck with this portal, we headed back towards, but it was there, blocking our only path. This skeletal snake.
I think he saw us. Oh,
What is that? What is that? Is that a ghost? What? Ow!
Yet another unknown creature, spawned in this hellish dimension. A malevolent spirit, perhaps, one of those slain before us. But I didn't have time to think of this. We had to make a break for it, our only chance. Josh ran to the portal and I followed closely behind.
Oh!
go.
Okay. Oh! You'll never get us alive. Ah! He's right there! Pick yourself
Wait.
up, Josh. Pick yourself up. This looks a little bit different.
Oh,
Okay, but it's one of the friendly ones.
I swear there was
It was a bigger cave.
like a cave. Like there was more here than.
I want this plate. I need to blow this up.
No. Whoa. No. What do you think that's gonna do?
Did you see what I saw in there, Josh? There was creatures of the end times. There was skeletal snakes with ghosts following them around?
Josh was right to question what would happen if we were to blow this portal up, but given what we'd just seen, what we'd experienced, and what we'd felt, the only thing we could do was destroy it.
Okay, I've laid the fuse. Okay,
Set her off before he comes back.
Ow!
Oh!
It's fine. Oh!
Oh!
Okay, I think it worked. I'm on fire though. Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Josh and I cautiously approached the rubble, the remains of this rift in the world, and I didn't feel anything. I think that's good. All that we could do was hope that this evil was removed from beneath the Spruce Hamlet, our home, everything that we've ever known, apart from the jungle and the desert and the animals that we've lost along the way. But there was in fact still something very wrong with the Spruce Hamlet. As Josh raised up the elevator with me inside, he couldn't help but notice a difference in the air around him. Something was very different around the Spruce Hamlet.
There we go. That was a trip.
It was good, but I'm just struggling to forget what I saw, is all.
Listen, we'll go home, we'll take this stuff home, we'll have a nice meal and we'll forget all about it.
Okay.
On our way back to the house, Josh and I picked a few berries. They had grown while we were gone. While the bushes were still very prickly, it was a little bit more tangy than usual.
It's a little bit more tangy than usual.
Little things around us started to seem off. This swing seemed like it was 1 or 2 blocks too far to the left. Or maybe it's the chasm, maybe it's 2 or 3 blocks longer. Neither of us could explain it, but perhaps there was a tectonic shift while we were out.
Does that look right to you, Josh? That backdrop behind the... I mean,
Was that?
there was always a cliff there, right? Yeah, there was always a...
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course there was. Right?
Sorry.
Like,
Yeah. I must just be envisioning things. Josh, let's go see the fishermen. Something just doesn't feel right. I just need to clarify with them.
Flushed with a sense of despair, Josh and I both agreed to go and see the fishermen, see if anything happened while we were gone. Perhaps a big earthquake. Maybe it raised up the mountain backdrop. But an earthquake wouldn't make the forest more dense, or the berries more tangy. As we approached the bridge to the fishing hut, we passed Gary's house, but noticed Gary wasn't there. I thought maybe he would know something. We decided to stop by and check.
Gary
Here, I'll knock.
Oh, I thought he would have been.
Gary, if you're in there, I'm coming in, Gary.
I opened the door expecting to see Gary sleeping, perhaps, but his house was empty. And that's when we noticed the source of the cool breeze. There's some new glacial formations off to the west. And as was the case with Gary, the fishermen don't seem to be here. At this point, I really started to freak out. I asked Josh to hit me. I needed to make sure that this wasn't a dream. And to my surprise, it felt very real. And the monsters spawned in the darkness of night seemed to support that. Where were we? What is this place? Is this home? Is this the Spruce Hamlet? Or merely a reflection of it, bouncing off a rippled pond? Wherever we are, it's not safe to be outside after dark. We headed back towards the house, fighting for our lives. We had to make a break for it, however, because we were overrun by monsters and these flying phantoms came down, swooping us and forcing us to retreat. We ran as fast as we could, and given what we've seen during this day, it wasn't that hard to run. I look back on it now and think it was a mistake to choose to go down into the mines that day. As much as we needed those resources, we needed our home more. But this place is home now, and we have to accept that. I still don't know what happened today, or if our real home still exists. Regardless, Josh and I will find answers. But for now, we need to settle in and face the truth. Home is gone.